were 139 passengers and 6 crew members on board. The airline itself and the federal regulators, the FAA, are investigating what happened to the panel of this 25-year-old aircraft. Let's go to Manchester in the UK and speak to Fabrizio Poli. He's an aviation advisor, author of the book The Quantum Economy. Thanks so much for talking to us, Fabrizio. What's your best guess about what happened here?
Well, Adam, let me ask this question to those that are watching. Now, if you owned your own airplane, wouldn't you want the best pilots to fly it and the best mechanics to look after it? So this is the problem. I think the root of this problem is the diversity, equity and inclusion policies that are running throughout not only the United States, but also throughout the world, where they're not selecting the best people to look after and fly these airplanes. And this is why we're getting more and more of these incidents happen.
I was just about to ask you, and I was going to be a bit controversial and wonder whether Boeing's mechanics have become lazy.
I don't know about lazy, but I mean, there's obviously something happening in the recruitment. I think the DEI policies is what's causing this to happen. And I did say this in the very beginning. When they rolled this out, we had problems here in the UK. In the Royal Air Force, they decided to bring in the DEI policies for recruitment for pilots and engineers and other staff. And I just think that's wrong. I think at the end of the day, the best people should be flying these airplanes and the best people should be repairing and also building these airplanes. It's the best that should have these jobs. And it shouldn't be based on race, sexual preference or anything like that. It should be based on your performance. And I think that's key. And that's what's happening here.
Fabrizio, how do you link this to what happened to that Alaska Airlines plane, which was also a Boeing? And if I, as a passenger, see that the airline I'm flying with is going to put me in a Boeing, what should I do? Just trust the airline?
Well, this is an issue because a lot of people are, are asking the question. They prefer to fly Airbus than Boeing. I mean, Airbus, they're laughing away over in Toulouse because, they're selling more and more aircraft now than Boeing's because passengers are starting to ask themselves, well, is it safe to fly on a Boeing? I mean, my family just came back from Italy this morning and they flew on a Boeing 737. Obviously, me being a pilot, I said, it's fine. I mean, the Boeing 737 is a fantastic airplane, even though this airplane that had the incident with United Airlines was 25 years old. I mean, I've flown Boeings all my life. Never had a problem. But the problems that are starting now, I think, again, is due to the people that are working on these airplanes. They've changed the criteria. They're no longer selecting the best people. They're selecting people based on these new policies. And I think that's really, really dangerous.
What happened with the Alaska Airlines investigation? Did Boeing blame itself and the manufacturer of the aircraft, or did it blame Alaska Airlines and its engineers and maintenance crew?
Well, that's still being debated, but Boeing had been gone through a 90-day audit with the FAA where they have found dozens of findings where Boeing need to get their act together on the production line and that. So the investigation is going on. I mean, they're doing an investigation with Alaska Airlines. They're investigating Boeing. And so we still don't know what it is. But I'm telling you, the problem here is the people. I mean, in any business, you've got 3 elements. You've got people, product, you've got process. But at the end of the day, it's the people that can change the product or change the process. So the key is the people. We need to have the best people. This is a high performance environment. These are airplanes that go up to 35,000 feet with 150 people in them. We need to make sure that the planes are safe and the people that are flying them are safe. And we have the best people looking after these airplanes. And I can't, drive this point forward with more passion and because I've been in this industry a long time. And you need good people. And the selection needs to be based on finding the best.
Really appreciate it. As always, Fabrizio, your expertise is exactly what we need. Fabrizio Poli.
Thank you, Adnan. Thank you very much.